One of the craziest things we learn from Yaksi Gozen is the reason behind Kagami and her mother moving to Paris all the way back in Riposte from season 2. Gabriel Agreste calls Tomoe Tsurugi, asking her for help with retrieving Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous, which Tomoe only agrees to in exchange for setting up Kagami with a boy that is
smart, strong, handsome, and obedient.
Someone like my son.
It's wild that Tomoe Tsurugi directly collaborating with Monarch is something that has now been contextualized as early as season 2. While I'm fairly certain this wasn't the plan when Kagami was introduced, though it may have existed conceptually, to see this collaboration outlined much earlier in the series at a time before any other Miraculous besides the Black Cat, Ladybug, and Butterfly were being used is kind of insane. It was already pretty heavily alluded to that Adrien and Kagami were paired together by their parents as some sort of deal between them.
Made for each other, just as planned.
I know back then, with them being made for each other, I kind of assumed this deal happened while they were creating their kids with the Peacock Miraculous, to specifically create their children as future partners. However, I think it is more generally that each of them designed their children to be perfect, and that's why Adrien was chosen as Kagami's perfect match in the deal we see in Yaksi Gozen. Another small thing we learn here is that Tomoe has robotic eyes, and it's implied that the reason she lost her original eyes is that it was the price she paid for using the damaged Peacock Miraculous to create Kagami. Whether she can see out of those false eyes or not, I don't think is particularly relevant, at least not for now, but it is at minimum an indication that Tomoe has more to her than what exists on the surface. This represents the way Tomoe is still secretly working to obtain the Miraculous through her membership in the Kingdom as the Machine. The other big thing stated in this flashback is that Gabriel using the wish to bring back Emily would betray the Kingdom, implying that Gabriel obtaining the Miraculous was a duty granted to him by the Kingdom through his role as the Diamond. The very end of Yaksi Gozen shows us that the Diamond is dead and in need of replacement, and introduces the new Diamond, the King of Luxury. We do actually learn who this new Diamond is, which I won't spoil here, but all of this is continuing to set up the Kingdom as the new big bad of the series, other than Lila as Chrysalis. However, Chrysalis is also involved with the Kingdom, whether it be directly or indirectly.